Well, there's been some allegations about Boosie, and Boosie has been kind of like the snitch police, and it's like, well, damn, Boosie, people saying you snitch. You feel me? I'm thinking like, should Ti have made a mixtape with your ass? you know,
Yeah.
you got to start. You
No,
got to
no.
start. You listen, man. There's people out there who got allegations about the Boostmeister. I'm not saying they true. I'm just saying we seen on Roland Martin where he was talking about crimes, himself. He said he was pushing criminal and he said he was pushing criminal and what was civil charges both. Let's hear a little bit about that.
Let's hear what he was saying.
You in there, it's just certain stuff you don't do, and he was just out of line, and it's corruption, man. It's corruption.
So when you hear the police department say, "Sorry, there was no theft, there was no jury," you say, "Y'all straight line."
Yeah, man. I was so hurt, man. I just really had to sit down and breathe and just try to handle it the legal way. That's where I'm at right now. I'm stuck at a point where I gotta try to handle it the legal way. I got over 30 people in the mall saying, "Man, Boosie, let us testify for you what happened." Like this is just wrong. You'll even hear in the videos that saying, "Why are you macing him? What's wrong?" Like it was crazy, man. I ain't never been through nothing like that.
So right now you have your lawyer. They're trying to get the cameras from the store, from
right.
dealers, cameras from the outside as well,
the body camera,
and body cameras from the police department.
Right.
Have you heard from the mayor? Have you heard from police chief, DA, anybody?
Nah, I went on the radio in Biloxi and told them what had happened, and they contacted the chief. They said he's not talking about it. He was out of town or whatever, and but he's saying that no one stole anything, So I told the chief, "Were you there? How can you say no one stole? Were you there?" But he's supposed to say what he's supposed to say. I understand that, but they basically they took my things from me. Not only did that, you that is brutality what you did to me. You chased me, you maced me down. I mean I was trying to get some clothes for my kids. I went to really get some shoes and a hat, but I had my daughter with me and she wanted some stuff, so I was just going in there and get right out. But he surprised everybody. When I never seen nothing like this. I knew it when he said boy. Like I'm not a boy. I'm a corporation. I'm a man. And when he said boy, I'm from those southern states. When I hear boy, I feel like you're a grandchild of the KKK. That's how I feel.
Take it, Biloxi, Mississippi won't be on your list of places.
Damn, you gonna play the whole thing, bro?
I would never go back
unless they offer an apology.
Okay, so that's it. That's all you want to go with from now?
Play at 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
We did. I started at 9:15.
Oh, okay. Then play 14 minutes and 50 seconds. That gives us a little context of what happened with Boosie. He got maced, then he got his jewelry taken, and this looks like a rough day for him.
Would you still want the DA or someone else to do an investigation in the police department about a bag all of a sudden showing up because of taking up $1 million with a jury? That's a serious felony.
Yeah, it is, and we're sending private investigators down there to get all our witnesses to everybody who had all the officers. We're getting all the private investigators to go down there, build our case. This is a criminal case and a civil case, so this is only the beginning, man.
All right, I know you're happy to have your jury back, but it must be a little rough.
All I'm trying to say is, when it comes to snitching, when it comes to cooperating, people be making provisions and excuses for different things. And this wouldn't be a big deal if he didn't call Rick Ross a snitch. Rick Ross, the freeway Ricky Ross from the streets, right?
Boosie called him a snitch?
Yeah, on flag. Boosie said that he's a snitch. Feel me? For telling on the police. So, people always give Boosie all this credit for standing on business and what he believes in, but it seems like it don't really be like that all the way. There's some kind of there's some wishy-washy stuff going on.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is different, in my opinion. I feel like the police maced him and robbed him, okay, which had nothing to do with streets. With Freeway Ricky Ross, he was testifying on something on a drug case that had to do with police.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more of that had to do. This ain't have nothing to do with nothing street. It was more of seemed like more of a racist play. So I wouldn't jump to say this isn't, or I gotta say Boosie a snitch because the police stole his jewelry and they ran down on him and maced him, and now he trying to make sure.
Whoa. Let's not get mixed up. The police didn't mace him. A security guard maced him. Mall security dude.
Or mall security.
Yeah, see, a lot of people get that mixed up.
Okay,
they think this is
mall
all
security, right?
These are two different incidents.
He's supposed to now that I know that, he's supposed to have it's whatever. Y'all was supposed to handle that like gangsters. You feel what I'm saying? No, to be real, if it was just a mall security and you got deep, you got security, and I see a video, it was one guy.
Y'all was supposed to handle that, and then y'all was supposed to be pushing no charges or pressing no charges on nobody.
Y'all supposed to handle
he get packed out, and that's just it.
Pounded out. Yeah, he's supposed to got pounded out, and they put a handle that. But
I'm just saying, if we going by him living by his own code
for that, because it's not it was nothing street that was involved into that. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what you saying. You know what I'm saying? But
that's my
thing. That's your definition. But when I hear Boosie describing snitches, he say you ain't supposed to cooperate no way, shape, form. You know what I'm saying? Which is that don't really make no sense to me. Even like
he talking about in the streets though, bro. He ain't talking about like when you in a business, when you at your business, when you at your place of business, you shopping, you doing your fan base. He's a business. He's a corporation. Like
okay. I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
Listen, man, people in the streets doing stuff is doing business too. You know what I'm saying? Just minding their business. Shit can go down in the mall. Hey, get that off the screen. I'm gonna show something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna share something with you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was Roland Martin. Shout out to Roland Martin. What was that? TV
yeah,
One?
I like Roland Martin. He be doing his
big
thing.
Them up. I mean, he say some good things. I don't agree with everything, but shout out to Roland Martin, dog. And
he your Democratic brother, man. What you mean?
He is a brother, I guess.
Oh, but he ain't a Democrat?
He might be a Democrat. You know, so that don't mean that I agree with everybody that's a Democrat. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you I thought
you thought I agree with everybody. Let's not get too off track. You know what I'm saying? This is another guy saying some things about the Boostmeister. We can't confirm.
Come on, man. Listen, put some respect on Boosie name, bro. You right here calling him the Boostmeister.
Oh, Boosie, little you
come
Boosie,
on, man.
I don't want to say little either. You right.
You ain't got no paperwork. That man ain't got. He's not that. He don't deserve that, man.
All right, you right. Boosie. We ain't got to do that. We don't got to. I ain't meaning it as a term of disrespect or nothing like that.
It kind of, yeah.
All right.
Call him the Boostmeister, man. That's
all right. Let's let the video play, please, sir.
Okay, can you share it? Look like you muted too.
What? You can't see?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. I can't.
What happened?
You're not sharing it.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna get it right now. Don't worry, a little technical difficulties. That ain't no big deal. I just want to hear you hear TBG Boulevard Mel calls Boosie a snitch on live. That what it's saying. No disrespect. We culture commentary. They're what they saying. The man been calling everybody else a snitch. Feel me? We got to hear what the people is saying.
Yeah, man. Fuck wrong these niggas, man. Yeah, you cried when daddy told a nigga you was a rat. Come on, man. Yeah, I'ma speak facts, me. Nigga, no, I ain't never stole nothing. Nigga, I finessed the nigga. Take your lick, nigga. Yeah. Yeah, man, get out my dick. Pussy.
Oh, cigarette smoking ass nigga.
You don't want nothing with them niggas.
Nigga know what up with me, man. And Jared Griffin. Jared Griffin said the same thing. Yeah, man, this nigga 911, man. Yeah, man, you gonna tell it, nigga, tell it all, nigga. Yeah, nigga, that's why TBG don't fuck with you. Yeah, nigga, because you're supposed to be the toll on Spark, nigga.
TBG, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nigga. And Ivor didn't even fuck with you like that, pussy.
See, he's saying you told on a guy named Spock. I heard Terrence Gangster Williams repeat this. These are the things that's being talked about in Louisiana having to do with Boosie. Everybody could go, watch this thing in its entirety. Where is this at?
Who is this guy?
That's TBG Boulevard Mel. He's from a respected group of guys. TBG. It's on Shecky Shabaz's channel, 17K views. Y'all tap in.
Could it be some dusty? Could he be some dusty nigga that's just hating on Boosie?
Possibly. I even got turned on to the video because Terrence Gangster Williams was making a case about Boosie being a snitch, and we know that Terrence Gangster Williams and Boosie is at odds. Boosie came out
to say he's dusty or whatever, but you make that point all the time. I told you about somebody was saying, somebody ain't a gang member. You was like, could it be just some dusty nigga on the internet? So
yes, nigga, we gotta always consider the source. If you got somebody hating on somebody, right? We don't know if this is a credible person. We don't know if they just talking. We got to parse through it. So we need to ask those questions. Could this just be a dusty nigga hating on Boosie? I don't know. I'm just saying we got the Roland Martin thing. There's people saying that Boosie was in PC in Angola. He said that he was in there with the lions, the tigers, the bears, and all of that. They saying he was in PC. So the point I'm trying to make with all of this is he kind of did his friend T.I. dirty over something that he wasn't really sure about. He could have called T.I. and confirmed. Granted, T.I. the one who put this story out there himself, but let me just work through this. T.I., after the fact, said that never happened. He presented his paperwork, had a paperwork party, invited Boosie there. Boosie didn't show up, and he said he's not going to do the mixtape. He really tarnished T.I. name when T.I. already had enough of that on there. When T.I. could have did the same thing to him, but he did. He respected him. I guess I felt like T.I. would have talked about it before exposing that to the world. So it kind of looks a little hypocritical. When you got allegations on you, we got you on tape saying things just like T.I.'s on tape doing the shit with the Crime Stoppers and stuff like that. To me, it seems like it's a little hypocritical. It might be a little wishy-washy. What you got to say about that, Bob?
It's tough for me, but T.I. brought this on himself, man. Like I feel like it was business with T.I. It wasn't personal. T.I. taking this personal of what he did. Okay. You said this publicly out of your mouth, and this man has a brand he has to uphold. He has fans that he has his ideal customer profile that he has to appeal to.
Okay, he's talking about the fans, but he don't owe his friend nothing to just deal with it a little bit more nicer than that. You don't owe his friend nothing.
His brand. And listen, this was a business play. We could talk about this afterwards, but you said this publicly. So my fans, I'm going to address this publicly because my fans are saying, don't mess with you.
It don't appear to me that they've talked about it afterwards because T.I. had a paperwork party, invited the man to come through. He ain't come through.
Never about the paperwork. Listen, we never said we got paperwork on Tip. Nobody never said that. The whole point of this was Tip said that he told on his cousin.
But yeah, we don't got to rehash that whole thing. But Boosie even said himself, I think Tip made the whole thing up. And then it turned out that Tip made the whole thing up. So damn, you don't feel bad about how you did your homeboy?
No, because you went out talking about this, lying on public about snitching. So you lying to the public like it's okay or it's cool to the public. When I got a brand uphold, you ain't think about my brand. You ain't think about this double album we trying to drop, and I got fans that stand with me. You ain't think about that.
Well, there's a guy that is on Boosie's team that they said that there's paperwork on that Boosie still hangs out with. So he's going to have to answer to all of this the next time he's on Vlad. I'm sure of it. Because if I know about this, Vlad knows about it. So I just want to see that Boosie's keeping the same energy. He
gonna have to.
He gonna because right now where I'm looking at it, I'm gonna say it because I feel like you compromise. You a little biased. Your family from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying, Louisiana. You like Boosie. You know what I'm saying. Y'all got the same views or shit. You ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it look a little wishy-washy to me. I need answers. It don't look like he's standing on what he's supposed to be standing on.
That he went and did that with T.I. It don't look like he's standing on, because you told me, you was like, yo, look what T.I. did. This is your friend. You was like, look, you talking all that gangster about Terrence Gangster Williams. You got to have that same energy. You told me this. You said you got to have that same energy towards Tip, and he did that. And now you like, okay, he showed.
But he wasn't friends with Terrence Gangster Williams, right? I don't think he should have said shit about Terrence Gangster Williams either. I don't agree with his position on that.
But you said he should have standed on that because Tip said that.
Yeah. I said I was curious to see if he was going to stand on it. I wanted to see if he was going to follow through with what he was saying. If he was going to be a hypocrite. But in the general scheme of things, I don't think you should have standed on it, though. I think you should. I think no. Hear me out. I think that you got to look at certain things with nuance. I know that you against snitching, but if nobody went to jail and we talk about telling on people that's dead, I don't think you should be that strict about snitching that you know what I'm saying, you kick dirt on a man's name and you fall with your homeboy over there. I don't think that's cool.
But Cap, you said Tip was already borderline. He already listened.
Yeah,
he already did some stuff that was borderline.
Yeah, so that's more towards my point of Boosie not standing on shit, because look, Tip was already borderline. He did the infomercial for Crime Stoppers, and Boosie said you're not supposed to cooperate at all. You know what I'm saying?
But he wasn't stamped as certified. Like when he said that out of his mouth, I mean a certified snitch. I mean he wasn't stamped as that. He was borderline, like we saying.
But But that's your Boosie's definition of snitching is way stricter than what you're being generous with. Well, that's not really snitch. Boosie say if you cooperate at all, nigga, you are a rat. That's what he's saying. So I'm saying, like, damn, nigga, I see you talking about putting a case on niggas. Damn, they saying that you chilling with a nigga that done told in his own paperwork that's still your homeboy. Damn, you did put Marlo Mike name in the song, talk about the nigga asking for a body, and then you get a case with the nigga, and then it's like, that was weird to me. Like, it's a lot of stuff where people put his name and stuff, and I don't know, dog. It just seemed wishy-washy to me. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it just seemed wishy-washy to me. That's how I feel.
I feel like they trying to come at Boosie. They trying to have him stand on his credibility so much, and then they trying to, like, depict everything he's saying to try to make him seem like, hey, man, bro, this ain't making sense.
That's what happens when you put it out there. But I don't want to make an hour-long video on Boosie alone. So that's how I feel. You say how you feel. Get in the comments, man. I need to know how people feel about this. Is Boosie qualified to be calling everybody out on this snitching stuff? Am I tripping? Does Bobby have it right? I need to know how the people feel about this Boosie situation, because he threw out a lot of allegations. Now the allegations is coming back. I'm interested to see how he pivots, how he responds to these new allegations.
Okay. Yeah.